Welcome back to another episode of Tie 2 for Sports. I'm gonna say it again, Tie 2 for Sports. Sorry being late. With the weather and the storm coming, it's been a little inconvenience, but just in time for I was about to say the Super Bowl because this may be a Super Bowl preview. We got the Saints and we got the Chiefs Monday night football. You see the title. Saints versus Chiefs Monday night football. A lot of people are excited for this one. These are two good defensive and offensive teams, depending on how you look at it. I know the Chiefs may not put up the points that you are used to, but you've seen against the Ravens, you've seen against I believe like the Chargers, teams that thought that they had them, and then they get off the hook. You have to put these guys away. You have to put them away. But here's the picks for the day. Instead of money lining it, just stay tuned because I made money line it. That's why you see plus bonus picks at the bottom. But for now, we're gonna go either 7.5 or 9.5 for on the plus side for the Saints, so they won't lose by more than 10. I'll say. We got A.Kamara for the Saints anytime touchdown. X.Worthy for the Chiefs anytime touchdown. Then we also have I'm sorry, I was distracted. We also got K.Hunt of the Chiefs for anytime touchdown. No, I'm sorry. No, we don't. We have K.Hunt for over 49.5 yards. So let me fix that. Sorry. Because it says the yards, but it doesn't say over. So over 49.5 yards. And then we got C.Jones of the Chiefs over a half a sack. So he should have a sack. And then we got D.Carr of the Saints. I got him over 215.5 passing yards because they've been lighting it up for the Saints. For MLB playoffs, I got the Yankees money line. So I'm going to leave that up there. And while that's up there, let's just kind of discuss what's been going on in the NFL. And I'm going to pull up some footage from yesterday, because it was a real exciting day. A thing that a lot of people were talking about was in college football. Of course, we got a lot of the guys that they're accused of being quitters. It seems like it's a trend now. Monkey see, monkey do. I don't know if the agents are telling them. You got a bunch of guys on winning teams, not just losing teams. I saw a guy on Alabama. I think he was a backup though. And now we got one of the wide receivers that kind of was a part of the change at Georgia Tech. Christian Leary. He left Alabama, was at Georgia Tech for the last two years or so. He's now in the middle of the season decided to enter the transfer portal in red shirt. I thought he already used his red shirt, so maybe he's just entering the transfer portal. But this is crazy. Let's see what people are saying in the comment section, because I think you got to think about your education too and the NFL future, because a lot of teams are already saying that, spreading word. We don't want these kind of guys on our team because they're already having headaches with guys wanting trades with the Devontae Adams, the Brandon Ayuks. And yes, we want player liberation, but liberated from what? It's just like no different than, a lot of liberalism, not to get political, but in America, nobody should be faced with racism, sexism, any kind of ism. But there's a difference between the rabbit having a gun and the rabbit becoming the monster that they once feared, because you don't want them to overstep their bounds as players, as agents, and then you make it to where they have to come with a whole other set of rules to oppress you because you're abusing your freedom. Yes, there's free agency, but there's no such thing as free agency in the middle of a season when you already signed your contract, and now because you're doing well, you want more. Because what? If you do bad, can I get my money back? Like, come on, man. Like, this is ridiculous. And you got to think about, you're a student athlete. Everybody's not going to go to the league, and everybody's not going to stay. So you quitting in the middle of the semester, are you even worried about your credits transferring over to different schools? Because we saw that this spring where guys would try to hop in the portal and they couldn't go to this school or that school because of credits, So guys really need to think things through and stop being emotional. But some of the fans were saying this is just free agency at this point. You're wrong. That's not how free agency happens in the offseason. This is the middle of the season. Then he says maybe he wants to go back to Bama. If I was Bama, I wouldn't accept him. Okay, okay, I don't know what he's talking about. He said something about you, my friend, would look fantastic in a Georgia State uniform. Okay, yeah, whatever. Okay, Georgia State. But let's go look at what's going on in the world of the NFL. In the world of the NFL, Yesterday was a very, very big day. Of course, Lamar Jackson, he fumbled in overtime. He thought it was over with. And then the Bengals kicker missed the kick. And then Derrick Henry broke a long run. We also got the Cowboys, with the big win on the road on Sunday night. I kind of gave you guys a heads up. I didn't think the Cowboys were necessarily better than the Steelers, but I just had a feeling that the Steelers would do a bad game, especially after, seeing what transpired with them in the Colts the Sunday before. A lot of times when you get away with bad wins, you're going to end up with bad losses, soon. But let's just go take a look at some of the stuff that went on. So this is Derrick Henry. They're talking about him just being a king, just a king thing. And he actually joined the 10,000 yard club yesterday. And this, some guys just talking about what happened yesterday. All-time quote from Ravens tight end Charlie Kohler. So he's just speaking on Andrews and speaking on Likely. These are some of the tight ends that Lamar throws to. Then you got Jaden Daniels. He's on fire. It says Jaden is way too shifty. So this guy is basically like your new and improved. Maybe I'm not gonna say an improved, but just a new Lamar Jackson or RG3. You see him, he's got the Washington Commanders winning, which that's like a curse word. Since when does Washington win? I heard some guy on the radio today saying Washington's been sorry his whole adult life. So I figure he's probably my age. Because they used to be good when I was a kid, with the Clinton Portis days and the Santana Moss. Ryan Clark, before he became a Pittsburgh Steeler, a lot of people don't remember. Ryan Clark was a Redskin. Don't let him fool you with all that Steeler talk. But yeah, let's move on. Caleb Williams, I was predicting, shout out to my guy Cam. I was telling you the Bears are not going to win in the playoffs, but they'll probably get that 7th seed and sneak in. This is a picture of Caleb Williams with the newly retired Chicago legend Derrick Rose and his family. So, a lot of people don't like the painting of the nails, but they do like the painting of the scoreboard because I think he got his first 300-plus yard passing game. It was against the Panthers, but, pros are the pros, and the Panthers got Andy Dalton, so they're a little improved. So shout out to Caleb Williams. Just keep it a little bit more tough. You see the little kids look up to you, man. You got to be a role model. But that's pretty dope. Derrick Rose getting shown love in his hometown. It's a fly Chicago thing. I don't like the whole negativity they try to paint Chicago with. When I was a kid, it was always known as a cool player type city. So shout out to Brian Urlacher, my guy Cam, Derrick Rose, Angel Reese. They got a whole Chicago movement going in a positive way right now. Everything is not negative in the Windy City, but I'm sure it's cold up there as we move towards October. Okay, I'm not sure what this is. Okay, it says this week's Way to Play Award winner is Cena Burns. She is the first female to win NFL Canada's Way to Play Award. So shout out to her. She's basically it's an award presented to a high school player who exemplifies proper playing technique to make impactful plays, and is selected by a panel of representatives from the NFL Canadian Football Development Committee. This is pretty dope because I don't know if you remember during the Olympics, they had a girls flag football, and that's why a lot of people are saying that they're going to have men's flag football next Olympics. And like pro flag football guys were mad that NFL players are saying that they're going to try out for the team because they're like, that's not fair. This is our team. So they're saying just because you're good at tackle doesn't mean you're good at flag. I don't know, man. Oh, well, actually, excuse me, she plays tackle football. So I don't know if this is one of those all-girl leagues. I know I had a little cousin that was pretty good. They used to play flag football in high school. She was a girl. Well, she still is a girl. I know some people were girls, no disrespect, but she's still a girl, Okay, always was. All right, now we got they knew the Parent Trap celebration was going viral. Okay, so let's look at this. I didn't see this. I saw some of this game. This was the early morning game with the Vikings. So the Parent Trap was a movie by Disney when I was a kid. I don't know if you guys ever seen it, but I want to see what is the Parent Trap celebration. Let's see what are they talking about. Okay, you shake your hand. Okay, I remember that. Yeah, this is that movie when Lindsay Lohan, she was playing herself twice, like she was supposed to be her long lost twin. One kid goes to the dad, one goes to the mom, and I think one parent is poor and one is rich, and it's like the Parent Trap. Yeah, these dudes goofy for that. And I see Stephon Gilmore, he around my age, so he probably one that put him up to that, you know. Because I was asking some people I knew younger than me earlier, did they know about some Disney movies and Nickelodeon, different stuff, younger people. And you'll be surprised. A lot of these young kids, they didn't have the childhood we did. They don't know about nothing but Instagram. Okay, now this is Joe Burrow and Lamar Jackson going back and forth. That's 3 touchdowns. That's 2 touchdowns. Okay, that's 4 touchdowns. Man, I feel like Count Dracula from Sesame Street, you know. Remember the pimp vampire from Sesame Street? They used to count. Yeah, I'm feeling like the count with all these touchdowns. Okay, that's 5 touchdowns. Joe Burrow. Okay, let's see how many they're gonna score. Okay, now that's that fumble. Oh no, this is the first fumble. Now this was dope because he stiff armed like an all Pro Bowl defensive end, like it was nothing. So for everybody that says Lamar doesn't throw, smack yourself for me. Yeah. Put some baby powder on your hand and go ahead and slap the mess out of yourself. Okay, that's 4. That's 5 touchdowns. Oh my goodness. And I saw it when it was like 38-38. I'm like, whoever took the over on the points, man, they made some cash yesterday, man. So usually people take the under on NFL games. Don't underestimate it, you know. Okay, now we got the Commanders again. So this is twice. So this is like 6 clips, all Jayden Daniels basically. So he's in the pocket. Okay, now he's out of the pocket. You know, down the field. And, you know, it's Betty bye-bye. Okay, so somebody need to stay on their feet. You know, you always hear coaches in practice say, stay up, stay on your feet. That's why, man. I seen A.Kamara doing some dope training exercises where he was practicing his balance. I know he's a running back, but still, like, okay, you see that right there? He did not trip. You know, that could be the difference in you kicking for a field goal or you getting 6. Balance, you know? So shout out to Brian Robinson staying on his feet. Okay. Now we got another rushing touchdown. So it was not all Jayden Daniels, but even with his threat to run in the read option, that makes it hard for those defensive ends. You see that defensive end stayed outside, so he couldn't really help it crash down. So it makes those gaps wider because everybody can't really play the running back when you have a running quarterback. That's kind of like that Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson thing, even though they kind of got to go out the pistol because Derrick Henry's a more of a downhill guy. But they have been giving him toss plays. Okay, now this is another deep one. And this is I can't see the receiver's name, number 2, but that's not Terry McClellan. So he's spreading the ball around. So shout out to Jayden Daniels. He's not just locking in on one guy, he's spreading it around. Okay, and here we go, Chicago again. Shout out to Cam. Okay, I don't know if this is Uncle Luke Dancer. You know, this dude booty shaking. And yeah, you need to put your belly up. It's people, kids watching, man. They don't need to see all that jelly. I don't know what this dude got going on, but they getting wins. They getting wins, you know. They getting wins in the Windy City. Okay, this is another big guy. Think he can dance. They need to relax. All these big guys, man. Stop with all the dancing, man. Just make a play. Okay, so he just straight bull rush. No hand moves, just bull rush, man. That's just straight up. I've been in the gym. I'm stronger than him. So shout out to Dexter Lawrence, number 97. No, straight out of Clemson. Okay, now he actually did do a swim move. Here it go. Here it go. Okay. Now, let's see. Is he going to get the trifecta? Is this another set? Oh, my goodness, man. Oh, my goodness. So I was wondering why the Giants was beating the Seahawks. This is why. The Seahawks can't block nothing. They can't block nothing, man. They can't block nothing. You know? If you ever wanted a sack, you could have got one yesterday. Okay, now this is Aaron Rodgers, the bad man that they claim. Well, he let this bad man catch an interception on his back. We saw Xavier Strepo 2 weeks ago catch a catch on his back for the Miami Hurricanes. But this the NFL, and this Stephon Gilmore, you know, the guy that was making them do that dance earlier. Yeah, he doing his dance on the field, you know, against Aaron Rodgers. Okay, now we got well, this is an old Peyton Manning clip of Stephon Gilmore just showing you how long he been doing this. You know what I mean? He been doing this since the Buffalo days. And, you know, before he was in Buffalo, he was in Carolina. So Stephon Gilmore is just a journeyman. Okay. Here goes another one. So this is one of those guys that just has an eye for the football. You know, a tip pass can turn into an interception with this guy. Okay. Now this is another guy that got sticky fingers. In 5 games, Xavier McKinney from the Green Bay Packers has 5 interceptions. Yeah. 5 for 5, man. 5 for 5. That sounds like a deal. That sounds like a deal at KFC, a 5 for 5, you know. They'll probably get some nuggets, some tots, a drink, 2 sides. Because this man got 5 for 5, man. Every time he goes out on the field. You may have to put him on your parlay next week. Maybe you put Xavier McKinney for an interception, over half an interception. You know what I mean? But you didn't hear it from me. And that last one actually helped seal that Rams game. Okay, this more the Commanders. And now he jumping on the mascot. I mean, they going crazy, man. They've been losing so long in Washington. Man, they deserve to celebrate, man. They deserve it. They deserve to celebrate, man. And he probably don't even know the mascot, man. They hugging everybody, man. It's like a family reunion when you never been in the end zone. And the coaches be like, act like you've been there. Well, what have you never been there, coach? But that's gonna be the show for the night because we're getting close to Monday night. It's 8:03, so the game should be kicking off in about 20 minutes. So put those picks in. Put those picks in. And also, you see it down at the bottom of the screen, but let me pull it up. Cash out. Please cash out me. Donate to the show, especially with the inclement weather. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to work my day job, so I'm going to need something for my night job. $ TY Rebel 22. $ TY Rebel 22. You see the picks. We got New Orleans plus 9.5 or plus 7.5, not 75. Let me fix that. It's supposed to be plus 7.5. I wish I would have. That's why I need a producer or something. I wish somebody would have told me that. Okay, yeah. But I said it, so I hope you were listening. Plus 7.5. So plus 9.5 or plus 7.5. We got A.Kamara, anytime touchdown. X.Worthy, anytime touchdown. We got Kareem Hunt over 49.5 rushing yards. We got Chris Johnson for the Chiefs over a half a sack. We got D.Carr of the Saints over 215.5 yards. And we got the Yankees live money line right now. Please put those picks in. I'll holler at you guys probably for Thursday Night Football. I'm out.